Get some game sound going here, some game music. Little Goldbound Friday action. Let's see what we can't do. Get after some farms. A little bit of gold left to get before we actually start heading into the next zone. Let's see what we can do. And we're good. How we doing? How we doing? Back to Elwyn. Not back to Elwyn. Back to Dunmorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna go up here actually get a couple of these mobs real quick while we get started. Timmy Tech, how's it going? Happy Friday. Chris Allison, how's it? How you doing? While we're going, some of these guys have some more loot that I actually want, so I'll just take a couple to get a couple of the drops. Maybe do a couple paths around for the rares as well, but I think we already have the loot from Great Father, so that's good. Gary Jambo, good morning. Owlkind, how's it going? I might actually quickly pop down to see if we can't get a spawn timer on some of these rares here too. On Timber, there we go. Oh, there we go. That's the drop I wanted from him. The silver. Oh no, it's not. Sorry. It's the white wolf bracers I want. The white wolf gloves, not the silver-lined bracers. Okay, I got excited. I take it back. I take it back. Weaponized rabbit is also up. No loot, though. I don't think I've gotten loot any time I've killed the rabbit. Loot is Tom, and hello, first time catching stream. What up? What's good? Welcome to the stream. We're, getting after a little Goldbound Friday, trying to get some gold. There is a Goldbound... Oh, Gibblebolt's up as well. Nice. There is a Goldbound episode coming out tomorrow. So I've edited pretty much all of it except the mailbox opening. So I haven't opened the mailbox yet. I will do it off stream and edit later tonight, but we'll see if we can't get a little bit more value before we open up the mailbox. There we go. Airfell, how's it going? So yeah, these Frostmane trolls do drop some white items as well, like white transmog, so I'll go through and grab them. What's my macro on right now? Here we go. Boar specific. Frostmane. Save. Tag a couple of them at least. You were just about to log on to play? It's a good time to log in. Also, DC Flyer 10. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Just got back from a nice walk with Stella, nice long walk. Got a good chunk of editing done this morning before the walk, so far it's been a nice productive day. Alive a little bit earlier than we have been lately, just the way the schedule worked, so. No gym this morning, that might be why. I'll work out, today's a rest day, I'll work out tomorrow. But already at 8,000 steps as well, let's go. Had a nice long walk with Stella. Jaeger, morning. Did I ever hear of Project Ebonhold? It's WoW, but a private server made like a roguelike. I haven't heard of it actually. I've never actually tried any private servers personally, but roguelike WoW does sound like it'd be fun. It's just Torghast over and over. It's World of Warcraft, but only Torghast. Yeah. Yeah, we're a little... I mean, we're later than the old start time, but lately we caught them starting around noon realm time. Bit of a different sketch. But Friday's one of the ones where... Especially a Friday before a Goldbound release, I'll still have to edit after stream, so I'll start a little bit earlier and end a little bit earlier probably today, just to have time to edit. And then once it's scheduled, Pathwife and I got a dinner tonight, so that'll be good. I'll save my carbs for the evening. In a little bit of a deficit today, so we'll make it work. Looks like we got a leveler here too. So the gym I go to, we're having like an Easter egg hunt right now where the gym owner hid like a bunch of Easter eggs, probably like 7, maybe 60 Easter eggs like around the gym in different areas. Like crazy, like actually like really hidden. And 15 of them have prizes, like the rest are duds. But the prizes are like supplements, like 50% off membership and whatnot. And so far I hadn't found one. But yesterday, guys, after stream I was working out. In between my sets I was looking around different places. I checked a place that I swore I had checked like 4 or 5 times, but I didn't look. I just kind of reached under this one bench in like this weird nook and cranny, and I found an egg, and this one was a prized egg. So I got a shaker cup full of like random goodies and 50% off my next membership. Pretty min-max. The goodies are actually like pretty solid too, like a bunch of electrolytes, some mini eggs, I think some pre-workout. It's fun. It's like the adult version of an Easter egg hunt. I haven't had a legit Easter egg hunt in so long. So I'm basically just hunting for supplements and discounts off memberships. But there are some really well hidden ones. I found a couple duds, like eggs that had no prizes in them, that were hidden in like crazy good spots. I think there's still quite a few eggs that are with prizes that haven't been found. It's been like 4 days of the Easter egg hunt. There was the Frostmane staff. That's one of the things I was looking to grab here today. So it's another white item. Very good, from the Sears. You know, I think that's a really cool idea, the Easter egg hunt. There we go. So where the Sears, and then where's the other one? The Snow Striders. Yeah, that's the other one. Oh. Well, there's the Frostmane hand axe. So we got both the items I wanted to get. I might stay around for a couple more of them and send them over to the Transmog to sell. Got both of them really quick though. Jeez, we're just getting going. George Houst, hey, how's it going? Happy Friday. What a beautiful day to hang out in Azeroth. To farm some gold. Here we are. I did want to test out some other things today that I'm a little bit curious about. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I'm very interested. So we'll see how it goes. We will have to leave. Also, my zone timer isn't working, but we will have to leave Morogh to do it. Go back to Stranglethorn Vale for Zel'Gurub. San Francisco. It's been a little bit since you've been able to join. How are the farms? Farms are good. Been a lot of, doing a lot of like the classic Dunmorrow light transmogs. There's just so many of those like 10.1.7 items that were re-added to gather up. But yeah, no, the farms are good. A lot of the consistent farms are lower than some of the other zones, but we're still doing pretty good, I think. We'll have to see how the mailbox clear does. I'm also curious this week, compared to last week, if our trade goods or our transmog will be higher sales. Honestly, with how much stuff we're getting for transmog and kind of listing for low prices right now to get out of Morogh, I would imagine transmog will be a higher mailbox clear than our trade goods. Especially if we get some decor selling as well. Because I sell decor on my transmog character. For the same reasons. But I do want to test after a little bit longer here to get some of these items and send them over to my crafting alt, or sorry, my transmog alt. I do want to go over to Zelgrub and get Savage leather or the Cataclysm leather from the fish, and see how far, or if I even can level up Cataclysm leatherworking on the crafting alt and see if there's anything profitable there. Because that's something we haven't really tried yet, even though we have access to a good amount of leather in that zone. I'm not even sure how high of a level we can get. Like, we might be missing some basic materials to level up leatherworking, but I think it's worth a shot. George, you're doing good. Just finished up the Goldbound series. Let's go. Spent the whole week catching up on that. Nice. You're all caught up to Morogh, so you're really up to date then, because yeah, the last mailbox clear in the last episode was 7 days ago. So we've had 7 days of progress since, but I haven't actually looted the mailbox yet, so we'll see what we get to. Possibly a new token, right? If we get a couple good sales. Ella Chista, how's it going? This is retail, right? The release of Midnight increased the sales of transmog or other stuff. I guess there's more people playing now. Yeah, this is retail. The release of Midnight did kind of two things. It absolutely tanked the old world markets, like substantially. The trade goods for the old world markets are way, way down for how much they sell for. But the transmog is selling a little bit more frequently now. So I have noticed transmog sales have picked up a little bit because more people are playing. So double-edged sword for sure. A bit of a pro and a con. As well, with Midnight coming out, more people back, more people buying WoW tokens to buy WoW tokens for gold. The WoW token price is down as well. So yeah, Midnight has in some aspects helped, in some aspects slowed down, but with everything it's kind of neutral, I think, because tokens cheaper, transmog's better, trade goods are down, but you kind of just lean into which ones are working, right? Goldbound, but we can't loot anything from bodies or containers. Okay, so it's just like gathering, like minerals, herbs. No, that's basically just like no, basically pacifist. No chests either. It would just be minerals. You can do quests. Get some quest gold. Mining and herbs are containers? I disagree. Might want to define it differently. That's because I think containers would be a very contested description then if you think herbs and ores are containers. Your joke was being unable to loot? Okay. So no looting? Is mining and herb looting though? I think it's gathering. I think it's different. But yeah, that's the thing. A lot of these things you can get hung up on definitions. But yeah. if there's no looting or gathering, I think you'd be stuck to quest rewards. You could get a guild together and get guild achievements and get the guild gold. That could work. You could sell all the items you have equipped. Your thoughts being if it opens a container window for looting? So yeah, it would just be quest rewards. Bum, 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 bum. I think so. Here's where my definition of looting would go. So, say you're in a group, and you set the group loot to group loot or master looter. I think loot in the definition of the game would have to be anything that's affected by loot settings. Herbs and ores would not be affected by loot settings, right? If you go to master looter or group loot, you can still herb and ore the same. Therefore, it is not loot. It's arguable, I suppose. It's personal loot, potentially. Anyways, we won't go too far down that rabbit hole. Goldbound, would you have to buy gold from increasingly sketchy websites? We're not gold buyers, guys. I've never actually looked. What is the, like, if you were to buy gold not on a WoW token, how much does it cost? It must be cheaper. Like, are people still buying gold in retail? Or do you just do... I would imagine, like, you wouldn't risk it, and you would just buy a WoW token with cash, right? If you're gonna buy black market gold, it better be a discount. But also, just don't do that, because you might get banned. And it's against terms of service. I don't condone purchasing gold on the black market, guys. Let the record stand. Another Frostbane staff, by the way. Have I gotten the second binding yet? Still going for it. Haven't gotten it yet. $430k gold is $7 on Illidan. That's a lot cheaper than the WoW token. Wow. That's actually crazy. Just gonna try to organize some of these. Goldbound. Yeah. Yeah, buying gold is more of a problem in Classic because there's no WoW token. But I can see why it would have to be so cheap, because, like, why would you risk your account if in retail you can literally just buy gold legally by buying a WoW token and converting it, right? Like, that's probably why it's so much cheaper on the black market. It's just so much riskier, too. Like, the pros and cons, it's like, save a little bit of money, maybe you lose your entire account, you know? I won't take that trade. To be fair, though, I don't really buy gold through tokens either. A couple more kills and I'll move on here. To you, looting would be something looted from a defeated enemy, so nodes and chests would be fair game. Yeah, I think it would be very hard to get a large audience to agree on the definition of looting, because I can see both sides for sure. What looting is. think the average viewer watching me does their own farming and such, so you aren't the opportune market for black market gold sales. That's true. If anything, it would be the market of people wanting to sell the gold for cash. The inverse. But 430,000 gold for $7 ain't worth it to sell the gold. That's ridiculous. Especially if you're farming at Nelwyn. Boom. For you, loot is something your character can obtain. If auto loot works to collect it, it must be loot. That's a good point, actually. That's a good argument. If auto loot, right? Because it uses loot in the word. So if auto loot affects it, it should be loot. That's actually a good point. In which case, minerals and herbs would be loot. That's actually a very good argument for that. So there's definitely many arguments for what is loot. Auto loot works on herbs and ore. Therefore, herbs and ore are loot. It's a pretty good argument. Alright. Well, we got... I would like to get maybe one more Frostmane hand axe, but we'll see if I can actually get that. Otherwise, I'll just mail this over right away. No, there we... Ask and you shall receive is how it works with loot, apparently. Alright, so I got 2 of each. I'm just going to send these over right now to my transmog alt. I'll go full cam for this. Oh, it still does that weird thing. Oh well, that's okay. I'll be real quick. Monitor plus cam. There we go. And I'll turn it back off shortly. Shirt same color as beard. I guess so. One of my old shirts. It's crazy how I just sit in the void when I send between tunes. Yeah. We'll be right. We'll be back shortly, guys. For now, I'll be in the void with my shirt, my beard-colored shirt, and won't be too long. Don't look in the reflection of my glasses to see what the mailbox says. Let me just get these listed real quick. Log out. And back to Goldie. You see 47,463 gold total. It was, that's not it. That'd be a very precise number. That would be crazy if you got it right. Uh-huh. I will do Leatrix plus, or Leatrix plus. What's the Leatrix command again? / LTP? Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and do some music from... I'm just going to do Grizzly Hills. Because I'm going to go to Morogh again for a couple runs here. try our hand at some of the rare loot. May as well. Probably should bank though, hey? Or at least vendor. That was close. There we go. Sell trash. Sell junk items. I probably should have sent those over too, hey? Let me just go to the bank and deposit some stuff here. So I have a fresh bag. Fresh bag for no Morgan runs. Kind of sucks going from a Stranglethorn to a low-level zone. How has the gold value fallen so far? Like the gold per hours? We'll see. I mean, Stranglethorn ended up taking 3 episodes. We'll see how many episodes Dumb Morogh takes. Alright, get the transmog in. And then trade goods into. I might just sell these ones. So this will be vendor, 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 vendor. Deposit, deposit. Yeah, we have a lot of wild vine potions from our farm earlier. Okay. When you use LTP, you can hear music from other zones. Yeah, so the Leatrix Plus, you can slash LTP. I think if you have Leatrix Plus, you go into sounds, or you go into media, and you can pick a different zone, and you can have the soundtrack for that zone playing in your current zone. It's really good if you're farming things like Darkmoon Fair or Nomer again, where the bass music is kind of, when repeated, a little bit annoying. I probably shouldn't have. Probably should have put those in the bank. It's okay though. And I am going to go to Nomer right away here, so I don't want to have Nomer music going over and over and over for like multiple streams. If not for you guys, for myself. It can be a lot for Nomer. Get rid of some Eternals. We'll be stockpiling back up on these pretty soon, but or actually maybe I shouldn't sell those just yet. The forbidden technique of listing it for sale and then canceling it so it just goes into your mailbox and saves inventory space. It works. Because I wanna mill that stuff. I don't want to sell it as is. I want to get the profit from the alabaster pigments, but at the moment I would prefer to have a clear bag. But you know what, Leatrix Plus, I think it's pretty handy to be able to swap back and forth musics. If for whatever reason you're in a specific zone for a while, it's just nice to change it up. Now, the real question is today the day that we get a super drop from Nomer? I sure hope so. The overalls or the gloves would be my go-to picks if I could pick. Letting the loot, I don't know, the streamer client or the loot gods or whatever. No. Overalls, please. Or hot shot gloves. I will accept either of the two. I don't think it can drop here, but Skullflame Shield or T-Boo's Blazing Longsword, those are also acceptable. Let's see what we can get, though. The people demand loot? We do. We do. Let me switch my spec while we wait for the... While we wait for the elevator here. Get it swapped out. Boom. Perfect timing. Battle Damsel, you predict hot shot gloves? I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Big time. Let's go see. Nothing crazy, exactly. Just T-Boos or like a couple million gold items. That's all I'm asking for. Is that so much? Is that too much to ask for? Just a little bit of luck? Let's hope for it. Let's hope for it. We get Loot Appraiser booted back up. And away we go. I definitely feel slower in Assassination. You can feel like the 15% speed reduction. But it is worth it to have the AoE in the dungeon. Are there rules on what realm you can sell transmog items since they go for different amounts on different realms? No real rules. I have a transmog alt that I'm selling transmog on. Not so much to like swap realms to sell on different realms. I guess I could just put them on a high pop realm, to be fair. But more so to just like have the name concealed so people don't see like Goldilocks selling stuff and buy it just because it's Goldie or something like that. I don't think it would happen too much, but it's more so to avoid those comments, I suppose. But no, there's no restriction against where I could sell. I could sell on a different realm. Maybe I should. It might be better to go into like Moonguard or something. But if you go to Moonguard versus like, because I'm on like a medium population realm, like there's not a crazy amount of transmog competition. Stella's barking. Oh, I might have to go check. She doesn't normally bark. Battle Forge is always a good set to see. But the benefit of selling on a medium-sized realm is you don't have to do as many undercut scans. Yeah, Stella's going like ballistic. Let me go see what it is. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Someone was at the door. My utility, the gas meter stopped working, so they're replacing it, and then I'll probably have to knock again in 20 minutes just to because it might turn off the furnace and the hot water heater. But good thing I checked, because they're here now and they can replace it right now, so that's all good. Or maybe I shouldn't replace it, then I don't have to pay for gas, right? A moose entered the house? I don't think a moose could fit through the door. Unless they lost their antlers. Even then, they might be too tall. There are moose around, but it'd be more common to see a grizzly or something like that. Just utilities. Severo, how's it going? It's going good. Just trying our luck here at some Morogh, some Morogh rare drops. We'll see what we can get. Really, we're looking for the hot shot gloves or the overalls, but we'll take what we can get. You don't think a broken gas meter means you don't have to pay for gas? I mean, it means they can't track how much you use. Right? Keep the heat nice and hot. But no, yeah. I'm sure I'd have to pay one way or another. I didn't react to your nice greeting earlier. I must have missed it. Maybe I was getting the door. What did you say? I can't see it on the, my chat doesn't go high enough to see what it was. I see you saw that, you thought maybe a moose entered my house. I can confirm there is no moose. Just a Stella barking. No moose on the loose? No moose on the loose. Greetings, traveler. May the gods of RNG be with you today. Thank you. It would be a good day for that, considering we're in Nomer. They can't track how much you use, so they charge the max amount they can. Oh. I think you might be done. One sec. All right. Still having the what's it called again? The gauge replaced. What's that? Glimmer mail. Let's see. So I'll lose heat for a little bit, but we're good. Kawazu, how am I doing today? I'm doing good. I'll be doing better once we get the overalls or the hot shot leggings. Mods. Mod Chug is not currently present. Mod Chug is busy. He's on a work trip. It's okay though. He'll be back. Don't worry. I gotta like play World of Warcraft like a DJ with one headphone on, one headphone off, so I can hear when the utility guy knocks on the door again. Yeah. Did we miss the chest? Look at this one though, the Savannah Ring of the Fire Flash. Market value of about 10 to 11,000 gold. Average sale, 14 silver. Literally 6 silver above vendor price. We'll go ahead and disenchant that one. Plans for the Mighty Hammer. We already have 2 of those, so good to have for sure. It's kind of strange, kind of nice having the Grizzly Hills music here in Dunmorrow. Hey, look who it is. Stella, wanna come say hi? Come here. What up? I don't know if you can see her or not. She's just checking out. She can hear the utility worker working on the side of the house, replacing the gauge. So she's just a little bit concerned, which is okay. I mean, if you don't know what's going on and you hear someone knocking around the house, as a dog. Make our way out here. I keep thinking I hear him being done. I haven't heard the furnace shut off though, so the gas must still be going. Because usually if the furnace shuts off, I can hear it and it comes back on. We shall see. How many Noma runs have we done so far? I don't know actually, because we're not killing the final boss, so the statistics page couldn't show how many Noma runs we've done. I haven't really been keeping track, because like the run we do, we don't kill any of the major bosses. And my kill tracker add-on, for some reason, only works in the open world, the new one I got. My old kill track worked in the dungeon as well, but I haven't checked in a while if that one is updated to midnight or not. But the new one I've got, it works in the overworld, but not in the dungeon, so I don't actually know how many Noma runs we have logged. I think we've probably done 50. Probably 50 of our clears. But I can't be sure. Well, I guess one kind of like proxy would be seeing how many hours we've spent in Noma again. So yeah, we're 5.5 hours in, so we're probably around the 50 to 55 run mark, I would guess. Because if it's about 10 runs every hour, we'd be at around 50 runs, give or take. I wonder how many runs to statistically to get the Overwatch leggings. Certainly it would be like 1,000 to 10,000 probably. How does it work unlocking regions like Northrend or Pandaria? So I will be going through. Okay, I didn't realize that was a boss. I was like, wait, blues? So it'll be the expansion order. So once all of Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor is done, I'll go through Outland, and then once we're done Outland, make our way through Northrend, so on and so forth. Yeah. Okay, I think I hear the furnace turning off. Maybe not. Might just be me hearing things. Goldbound tomorrow? Yes. New episode tomorrow. So like today, a little like our stream schedule's been like a little bit different. Generally starting like a little bit later. But today is a little bit earlier of a start because after stream I'm going to be doing the mailbox opening and then editing that part of the video. So I haven't done the mailbox open just yet. So we'll do that later. But there will be a Goldbound tomorrow. I actually don't know how much gold necessarily we have on our transmog character. Because a lot of the times for transmog, all I see is like the expired auctions and do some reposts. So we'll see. We technically, theoretically, could have sold something big and be getting a new zone right away. We'll just have to wait and see. Can't wait to roll Lock Me Down on Monday. I mean, we do need Lock Me Down to go north. I'm trying to think of all the zones we have, which one would I want to spin? I feel like I would want Loch Modan or Deadwind Pass. I feel like those would be maybe my two preferences. Hey Path, Herbalist, Night Elf for Goldie Alt or too far away? We would need Tedrasil, but the thing is, so like I'm not going to be for any profession alts. I'm not going to be getting any alts for Gathering. As much as I can, I'm going to reserve all the Gathering and looting for Goldie. So those alts will just be for crafting. So I'm not going to make like an Herbalist Mining Druid alt to go increase my farm speeds on. It'll just be like my next alt will be production professions as well versus gathering professions. That way, I mean, as much as possible, I want my actual like gameplay to be on Goldie. So if an alt is going out and gathering stuff, I wouldn't like it as much as doing it on Goldie himself. Wetlands? We actually can't, I checked. We can't rule wetlands until we get the lock. Whichever way you cut it, the passes at some point, if you try to walk through from Morogh to the wetlands, at some point you unlock or you discover Loch Modan. So we need Loch Modan before wetlands. Because I'm not going to be jumping down off the cliffs. Like I don't think. Like you could technically jump off the airfield, but I don't know. It doesn't seem right to me. But if we get the Loch Modan, our revenge against Choksul will finally be served. Oh my goodness! If we get Loch Modan, does he have any loot, Choksul? Does he have loot? Is he here? Am I even locking him down right now? Is he gone? Is there no Chok Sul? Huh. In retail? What about the old path? What about the passage through Old Ironforge? I'm not familiar with the pass from Ironforge to Wetlands. Is there one? Let's look into what production profs elves can do. Alchemy potentially. Alchemy, I think will be good eventually. I think we'll want, like, a lot of the stuff we'll need for alchemy will be for transmutes for like Arcanite and stuff. But we can't really do those until we have very specific zones unlocked. So like, oh, one sec. I think the guy's back. We're all back. Meter is replaced, furnace is on, hot water tank is on again. All is well in the world. Apparently, like, a whole bunch of the hot water or the gas meters in our grid have gone out. They don't know why. We have had a bit of a look into Tedrasil on Traveler, like our new 1 to 90 no killing character. Tedrasil would be a tough zone for like a Goldbound type of situation. I didn't look into any of the white drops. Like, there might be some 10.1.7 drops or maybe some transmog to get there. But there wasn't really any rares either, I don't think. Definitely an herbalism angle. Do I celebrate Easter? I do, yeah. I'll be meeting up with kind of like my family just to spend some time. with my like mom, dad, brother, sister, nieces and nephews. But that'll be not this weekend. Next weekend we have like a place rented that we're all gonna go hang out at. We have a bit of like a family tradition of this one area we go to, and go to some hot springs and eat some Easter candy and stuff like that. Probably do an Easter egg hunt or something for the nieces and nephews. That'll be fun. Don, what's up? So I have to catch my stream. Did I get any good loot? So far, no crazy loot today. I had some targeted white items, but no crazy loot today. Jaeger, Reese's, or M&M's? That's an easy one for me. Super, super easy for me. M&M's. Only because M&M's have a M&M's chocolate, and I have a peanut allergy, so I can't have Reese's or M&M peanuts. So I can have M&M chocolate. But my favorite chocolate right now, especially for Easter, are the mini eggs. Or the Cadbury's cream eggs. Oh my gosh, the Cadbury's cream eggs, dude. I was at the store yesterday. I picked up like a pack of 3. Oh, so good. I also had last night, so Pathwife and I are watching Suits. And I made myself a bowl of like Boom Chicka Pop, like the popcorn with some popcorn seasoning, and then a little one of those small bags of the mini Cadbury's Easter eggs. Oh. Man, Cadbury's Easter chocolate is unreal. Ooh, wearing Suits are you guys? We are. So I've seen it. Pathwife hasn't seen it, and we're on season 2, episode 8. I watched it like many moons ago, so I remember most of like the plot lines, but the individual episodes, like the I'm remembering like new things each episode. But I think I watched it in more than like 7 years ago. So I don't know if when I watched it, if all the seasons that are out now were out then. So I might get some new surprises near the end. We'll see. But it's been fun to watch. I'm having a good time. Yeah, I think I was watching it while it was still running. Cream Egg McFlurry is goated. I was at the drive-thru this past weekend when we were driving, and I saw the Cadbury's Cream Egg McFlurry, and I thought, wow, that looks unreal. Looks amazing. I tried to stay away from the McFlurries though, just because like if they somehow didn't clean it properly, there's a pretty high risk of cross-contamination there with like nuts and stuff. But it does look really good. Did I get the chest here? I don't think I've found the area with the chest yet. So let me see if I can get it. But Pathwife and I tonight are going out for dinner, so I gotta figure out what I want to eat. We've both been kind of on a diet, like a cut phase, like a dieting phase, so I'll probably get a beer tonight. That'll be nice. And maybe 2. Maybe I'll get 2 beers and then like a burger maybe, or like a spicy chicken burger. We'll see. Bit of like a cheat meal for date night. That'll be good. Can't wait for Grizzly Hills music. No, we're getting music is so irritating. You know, you know. Wait, beer bong style or dragon? What? I don't know what that means. For the beer, I'll get like a pint of ice cold beer from the local wherever I go for dinner. Open it and chug it. No, I'm on like a diet right now, so if I have a beer, I'm gonna savor that one. Bright sphere? Interesting. I'll definitely savor it. Can't be chugging it when it's an expensive caloric purchase. I definitely, when I'm dieting or just like in general, like I always count macros, so maybe it's not the best, but I do seem to like see food more as like numbers. I don't seem to be responding to the YouTube chat at all. Can I see it? I don't think there's been any chats recently, has there? Oh. One sec. Is my plugin on the side here, it stopped updating my YouTube chat. One sec, let me fix that. I can't see it right now. The last one it was working, but yeah, it hasn't worked in a couple minutes. So let me go ahead and make sure that's fixed here. One sec. Monitor. Test, save. There we go, it's updating now. We've been interacting with me nonstop. I'm sorry, guys. I use StreamerBot, like on the side, which combines the two chats into one. And it was getting the first YouTube messages, but now it stopped working. But now it looks like we're good now, so. I think we're good. Sorry about that. Let me reset my dungeon here. But yeah, we'll see what I can get. Jaeger, now I own the YouTube channel free bicep flex? I don't know. I'm flat. I've been on a diet. I'm not even carved up or pumped. Can't do it. Yeah, it looks like the YouTube chat is working now. On my end. Seems to have big legs. I got squatter's legs, I suppose. When I reach a new expansion, will I go zone by zone chronologically or roll road by road? I'll do like the randomizer as well. There are some expansions though where like by virtue of how it's laid out, there might be a bit more of a linear path. For example, like Outland. Oh, okay, yeah, so I guess Outland will be Hellfire, and then we'll be rolling between Zanger and Tearkar. I thought maybe it would be like a one for sure zone, but nope, it'll be randomly like that. So, and then if we get like Tearkar, we'll be rolling Shadow Moon Nagrand. It'll be an interesting one for sure. But there might be some expansions where it's more of like a linear. Like there might only be like one or two options for each zone spin. Why would that guy have a Peace Bloom? That's kind of strange. and how will Cataclysm work. So Cataclysm's a bit more nuanced, just because yeah, that's a whole bag of worms. But Cataclysm, the zones that are in Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor, we're going to be doing within Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. Like I'm basically doing the continents, and then when it works, the expansions. So there will be a few Cataclysm zones that aren't in Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor, in which case those are going to be more so like forfeit zones if I like accidentally unlock a new zone. But then, if there are any Cataclysm zones that we haven't completed, like Vashir or Deepholm, by the time we get around and finish Northrend, then I'll just go through all those. But yeah, like Twilight Highlands, Uldum, Mount Hyjal, those will be done in Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor. It's just like, it doesn't make sense to not do this one zone here and like leave it, so that's what I'll do. But if I, like kind of how Darkmoon Fair was like a forfeit zone for discovering Duskwood early by accident. Because Darkmoon Fair, I mean, there's two things. There's no path that leads into it, and it's not always available. But I would do the same thing with like Deepholm, because there's no path to Deepholm, there's portals. So it's never going to naturally appear on Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor randomizer. So it would be a forfeit zone. Draenor might be more linear. Draenor might be more linear. Have I checked to see if the Ironforge airstrip is this zone in Loch Modan? It is this zone, and there is stuff that's useful there. We've been farming, so the dwarves up in the airstrip have pickpockets. They have frayed knots on the pickpocket loot tables, so we have been up there a little bit to get the frayed knots and whatnot. Yeah, whatnot. Didn't even plan that one. Didn't even plan that one. Plan for allied races? I'm pretty much... Nothing official, but I'm not going to be doing allied races. I think... Oh, nice. Another TechBot CPU shell. But yeah, no, I probably won't be doing allied races. There's enough base races in classic zones to cover the professions. Plus, the way allied races kind of work, I think it's a little bit strange. Not strange, but it's a little less clear because there's quest lines to unlock them. And those quest lines I may have already done on my account or I may not have done on my account, you know what I mean? But those quest lines may require zones I don't have unlocked, so I'm just leaving allied races out of it. I kind of low-key prefer the original ones anyways. Cries and Mechanome. My OG, like, transmog character, like, not part of Goldbound, is a Mechanome. And his name is Morogh. He's M-O-G. How will I unlock a gnome alt? I won't. That's the sad truth. I picked between gnome and dwarf, and I chose dwarf. So the zones that will have a new alt will be like, well, the closest one also has two possibilities. So the closest zone that will have an alt to create will be Durotar. So I'll have to choose between orc and troll. I won't make one of each. But then things like Tedrasil, I'll make a night elf. Mulgore, I'll make a Tauren, so on and so forth. Oh, this is some intense Grizzly Hills music. Yeah, just get some extra space here. What about an orc and a troll if I unlock Durotar? No, I'll treat it the same as Dunmoreau, where I didn't do dwarf and gnome. I picked between one and the other. I don't think I want to have two alts starting in the same time. We still have a lot more to discover with our current one, I feel. Will I make a fox when I unlock all of them? No, I'm not going to do any allied races. No allied races. I think it's, for my brain, just a bit simpler. Plus, if we did all the allied races, our warband would end up being like 20 races. I think sticking with the classic ones, we'll cover the professions and be good to go. No, you mean would I count Troll as part of Durotar since it's no longer part of Durotar in retail? What do you mean? Isn't Troll... I think Troll is part of Durotar, right? Let me look. Because, yeah, oh, yeah, Echo Isles is like Tinkertown. Like, so... Yeah, that's part of Durotar. I feel like Echo Isles is kind of like what Tinkertown is to Dunmoreau. You know what I mean? Like, they added in, like, the Tinkertown. This is, like, the same as Echo Isles, I feel. It is kind of an island, but, yeah, I would say it's the same. Sell junk. Sell off some of the food. So far, no crazy drops. These ones, though, are all worth keeping. Total encrusted items, 311 is what we're at. Oh, is a Rebos a zone? I wouldn't count it as a zone, I don't think. Kind of like major cities aren't won't be treated as Goldbound zones. I'm trying to remember how it works for Shadowlands. Yeah, do you access every zone from a Rebos? Yeah, you do. So that would be like the entry point, and then I guess in Shadowlands we would roll randomly between all the Shadowlands zones, I guess. A lot of these things, a lot of these questions you're asking, I haven't thought about. Because there's a lot of, the different expansions, they tend to treat zones very differently, so I'll have to kind of, I can tentatively think about it, but I haven't really, I don't have like a game plan for every single one. It'll be a little bit more, you know, assess as we go. go. Gold ore, hey? That's not bad. Okay. That's a good song. Come on. Rare drops. Leveling in Shadowlands sucked? I quite like Shadowlands, actually. I'm trying to remember. I don't really remember the leveling process in Shadowlands, though. How do I like my drops? Well done, medium, or rare? I prefer rare for my drops. Back on Goldie? Yeah, we're back. Back in the saddle. What's the highest gold per hour farm I've ever done? Not just Goldbound either. I don't know. It gets ambiguous, I think, when you compare transmog value versus trade good value. Like, it would probably be some, like, rare transmog drop would be, like, the highest gold per hour. But I think, honestly, in Shadowlands, first week or two of the expansion, I was getting, like, 250 to 300k mining. Gold per hour. That's probably the highest gold per hour I've gotten. I think. Almost certainly, but it was only that gold per hour for a very short period of time. Classic early expansion hype. Phoenix Globes? I think we already have that pattern, right? Yep, we do. But yeah, that Shadowlands farm, it was like killing and mining the basilisks. The dark fell basilisks. I forget exactly what materials I was getting, but remember it was crazy, crazy good gold per hour. Then the prices tanked and that wasn't so good anymore. It was definitely not consistent, like, into the expansion. It was, like, for, honestly, maybe, like, 3 days. Has YouTube chat frozen again? No, YouTube chat's rolling. Have we found any of the super rares yet? We've gotten some of the rares, but none of the supers. So, like, there's, like, eight kind of, like, BOEs that I was looking at. None of the super rare ones, though. In my opinion, like, the super rare ones are the hotshot gloves and the overalls. And no luck on those yet. Just a matter of time. It could be a matter of time. Hopefully we get them. Once we're out of Morogh, though, we probably won't be doing too many Noma runs anymore. So we'll see. We'll see. The odds may be to get out of the zone before we get the supers. But you never know. Maybe the next zone we get is Badlands and its own supers. In Ultiman. No more getting so garbage, unfortunately. I don't know. I don't think Nomer's garbage. It's definitely like a ultra rare angle, but there's still some good transmog here. Get the Battleforge and the Lambents. I mean, there are better dungeons for filling out the auction house, but I wouldn't say it's garbage. Oh, yeah, the vibe. Yeah, the vibe is a bit off. I do agree. The vibe, I'd probably prefer to have the visual appearance of something like Zul'Gurub, which may be going to Zul'Gurub later, by the way. The Shadowlands is linear, guys. You triple checked. So Shadowlands, you have to unlock certain zones in a row. That'll be interesting then. But yeah, we probably are getting some radiation here over time. Am I going to try to fire sale a super rare blue item for the quick sell? If I get one, or hold out for the 2-ish mil? I think it'll really depend on the item. If there's any on the market at all, like on the region, and where we are in the zone. Because there's one thing I could do. If I do end up selling it for a crazy amount, at some point I do need to invest some gold into buying more Warband bank tabs. So if we got a crazy big sale, I may try to do that with it. But at the same time, if I just want to get out of the zone, I might just like fire sale it for like 400k. Take the gold, then peace out. But yeah, let's we'll see. Hopefully we get a 2 million gold item. But there's only so many 2 million gold items. Like some things will ding like crazy value, like cornbread, but there's only so many like true rare super items. So if we get one of those, we'll have a good conversation to have for sure. 100%. How will we treat the Maw? To be honest, I haven't really thought about it. I'd have to probably go on my main and kind of figure out the way it'll work. But I don't know. Off the top of my head. The good thing too about Noma runs is we're also getting greater eternal essences and just like enchanting materials. So even if we get like no like good transmog, we're still getting some serious, well, not serious, but like compared to copper ore farms, some respectable Dunmeril consistent gold. Worry about that 3 years from now, maybe 5. Who knows how many years until Shadowlands. Who knows? We'll see. Have any of the Nomer transmogs sold yet? I think we've sold some of the green, like kind of lower value transmog that we've got in Nomer. But in the last mailbox opening, which is all I can speak to, I don't think we sold any of the blues we got. Tomorrow though will be another mailbox opening, and maybe we sold some blues in the meantime. But that will be released tomorrow. all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Questing takes you in and out of the maw. I can't remember how the maw works, to be honest. It might just be where the maw is kind of like a transient zone. I don't know. Oh, wrong way. One sec. Let me turn around. I go down this way. I was planning on going to Zul'Gurub to get some Savage Leather, but low-key, I'm vibing with Nomer. I'm feeling like I just want to get one of those ultra rares, you know? Like every run of Nomer is like a coin we're putting into a machine. Nomer's gambling, basically, you know? Gambling for those rare drops. And I'm feeling good about it today. I'm feeling good about it. We'll see. Have I encountered European bottle caps? I have. The ones that stay on? Yeah, I've encountered them. Interesting stuff. Can we take a second to appreciate the Lucozade bottle design, by the way? I don't know what it is about that bottle and how the squeeze cap works, but they cooked with that. That's all I'll say. If Gatorade came in Lucozade bottles, it'd be better. I should honestly just bring home a Lucozade bottle and fill it with Gatorade when I'm home. And just like pretend I'm having... Or I guess I could just order Lucozades, couldn't I? Ooh, you know what I'll do? My grocery store has Iron Brews. I could go for an Iron Brew tonight. That would be good. At least we don't have milk in bags. Are you you must be European? No milk in bags? I also don't have milk in bags. Where I live, I can't actually get milk in bags. That's more East Coast Canada, I think. Well, I'm sure there's some stores here that you could probably find it, but... I know Jaeger can get milk in bags. We were talking about milk yesterday, weren't we? We've been circling back to milk a lot more frequently lately. And to be fair, I'm not complaining. I'm a milk enjoyer. Yeah. I can show you what my milk looks like. Like my Kate. Wait, well, hold up. Time out. I can show you what the milk containers I buy at the store looks like. Oh my gosh, you guys. Whoa. One sec. But I might be out. Woof. We recovered. It's I don't really buy the regular jugs. Pressing on then. For free? TOS? Banned? Uh-oh. Oh, Sage's robe. Hold up, guys. Is Sage's robe actually good? It's mid. Okay, we're back. I guess when we're talking about milk, we gotta really make sure we're phrasing it properly. $714, yeah. I suppose you're right. How much gold will we get from Eternals this time, this run? What's the weirdest song you've gotten stuck in your head? I don't know. I don't know what the weirdest song I've gotten stuck in my head is. Uh-oh, Jaeger with the clip. That's a rough one. That's a rough one. Don't send that one to Chug, guys, alright? That's the problem with with classic songs that get stuck in your head. As soon as you even read it or type it, it gets stuck back again. So I won't read them out loud, guys. I won't read them out loud. We'll keep you safe. Don't worry, you're nice, include the correction at least. There we go. We set the record straight. We're good to go. We're good to go. And now it's, as soon as I said it, I heard it. As soon as I said it, I heard it. There we go. Nope. Ooh, we're gonna run out of space here real quick. I wanna do a quick disenchant. Just so I don't have to stop mid-pull or something. Oh, yeah. Shimmering and Lambent. Those will go up. Oh, those will go up here. Almost disenchanted the Lambent leggings. Only 2k, though. I've disenchanted much worse than that. Believe me. I'll equip this just to save space. So yeah, moving doesn't like cancel the disenchant on the cursor. Yeah, we've actually got a couple decent pieces of transmog here. Like, this is all stuff I'll list. Well, except for the bronze framework, I'm not gonna list that, but pretty good stuff. What does disenchant do? So every item, item that's above common quality, like above white quality, with enchanting you can disenchant it, and it turns it into a shard of magical essences. There's a few different ones it can turn it into depending on what item level it is, but it turns it into, for us, ideally, greater eternal essences, which are worth a decent amount of gold. Plus, when we're running the dungeons like this, it just saves space to disenchant the item because the essences stack and the transmog itself does not stack. So basically, it destroys it for enchanting materials, enchanting trade goods. Nomer might be our best. Actually, I think Nomer is our best silk cloth farm. We are stockpiled on this stuff too. We're at 2,000 silk cloth. Remember when we were farming like 5 or 6 at a time, and it was tough? Oh, 2,000 feels good. Next time we want to level tailoring, we're gonna have a good runway with all of the stuff we have. They sell for how much per unit? Silk cloth? It's pretty cheap. It's like 22 silver each. So I could sell it, but I find it's just better to have it saved for future like leveling up crafting. Because 2,000 silk cloth would be like 200 gold. Which, compared to how long it takes to farm materials like that, I find it's, you know, might be better to have it stockpiled for future crafting. Hopefully with an alt too, exactly. Yeah, if we can level up tailoring next on an alt, could be good. I might have to level it up before that though, and if I do, I'll make a ton, like a ton of bags. Because if I can stockpile Ember Silk bags for future alts, that's good. There's also some decor to craft with tailoring, so I do want to optimize my crafting alts for professions that have some pretty profitable classic decor. I think decor will be a really big unlock to have consistently up with the crafting alts. Scarlet Monastery is the spot for Silk, eh? I believe it, actually. I mean, by the time we get there, we're gonna be pretty sorted on Silk. I think right now we have enough Silk to unlearn and train it quite a few times, I think. Like 4 right there. We still get some wool cloth too, though. This will have to be a vendor run here before we reset again. If you have the Scarlet Key. True. That'll be another aspect. Issue you had, there's nothing to do with the silk. Yeah, it's kind of... I guess that's why it has such a low value, right? Other people don't want to buy it because there's not really stuff to craft. It's just good to level up tailoring is really what it's good for. This is an ominous Grizzly Hills mix. Uh-huh. Okay. Reset. Try our luck again. Try our hand at some drops here. Is this the one where we get the overalls? Could be. We've crossed the 1,000 gold just straight up looted in Nomrigan. That's kind of a cool aspect of that add-on, the zone timer, to see how much total currency looted. Because that's literally just straight up like vendor, or not vendor trash. Doesn't count vendor. That's straight up from the bodies, like the coin purses of these drogs. Over 1,000 gold. From 6.5 hours of Nomrigan runs. Wow. Barbaric gloves? I mean, they're leatherworking. It's a leatherworking one. We can send that to the alt. It's never bad to find more crafting recipes. Oh. I didn't really think about that for Scarlet Monastery, but yeah, the new Scarlet Monastery, it's a panda dungeon? Like a Pandaren dungeon? Really? Well, that could be interesting for certain materials, because like I don't think we have access to any Mr. Pandaren materials right now. But heroic Scarlet Monastery? Heroic Scarlet Monastery might be panda? That'd be interesting. Like we have dragon, we have drain, we have wad dungeons, we have kata dungeons so far. Have yet to unlock a mop dungeon though. So it would drop Pandaren cloth, yeah. What's the goal here today? Just the super rares to drop? Yeah, today in Nomer, kind of just going for the super rares. I mean, we are getting some enchanting materials and cloth, but really it's a couple of the standard transmogs. Like all this stuff I will list. A couple thousand here, a couple thousand there of like transmog value. But I really, really would like to get a super rare to drop here. And the only way to get a super rare to drop is to keep on running it. Oh. Orb of Mismantle. So it's a blue BOE, not one of the big ones, but 4,000 historical price, 6.8k market value, 15k min buyout, 0.005 average daily sold. Let me kill this guy and have a look at the appearance here. It's just kind of like a standard offhand. Kind of a cool glow to it, though. I'll give it that. That could have been the hotshot gloves, though. Could have been. Let's keep on going. Like that old saying, the lucky punch is the one you trained 10,000 times. The lucky punch is the one you've trained 10,000 times. I've never heard that. I like that saying, though. It's a good saying. Sounds like a... Yeah, like, it does sound like an old proverb, an old saying, but I've never heard it. I like it. Old boxing line, yeah. That's good. That's a good line. I'm a red mage now. What game? I don't know what game that is. Red mage. Inquisitor? Huh? I've played an Inquisitor before in World of Warcraft. It's true. Final Fantasy? Oh, yeah. I've never actually played Final Fantasy. Their weapon is a sword in one hand and an orb in the other. Sounds like a cool class archetype. But yeah, there's actually one game I've never really played. I've played a lot of MMOs, but not very deeply, like a whole ton. Like, I've played pretty peripherally Guild Wars 2, Star Wars. I played a lot of Runes of Magic back in the day. For a while there, I didn't have a WoW sub. And Runes of Magic was free, so I was playing a lot of Runes of Magic. I wonder, is anyone, like, is like Runes of Magic live right now? Is anyone streaming it, like Runes of Magic? I don't think there is even anyone streaming Runes of Magic right now. LC, how's it going? Good to see ya. Got him. Ah, the only DPS class I can res players. That's kind of cool. Going all right. Happy Friday. Happy Friday indeed. How's everyone else doing? I'm doing good. We're kind of just chilling today. We'll be an editing afternoon, so we're getting some just hangout Gnomergan runs kind of right now. Keeping it pretty chill today. Dropping the poncho and the boo. Let's go. Do we leave the door open and potentially have a boo and poncho sighting for like a little Friday celebration? I'll do it. I'll open up the door. We'll just see what happens. We'll see. Up to them now. Alrighty. Come on. Rare drops. Let's go. I'm feeling it. Oh, Stella's here. Hey, Stella. Are you snoozing? We went for like an hour walk today, so she's pretty tired, I think. Normally we walk after the stream, but after stream today is edit and then date night, so, you know, had to walk earlier. Tired puppy. The Gigantify. Let's go. Yeah, she's tired. It was a nice walk though. It's nice and sunny out today. It's been very snowy all week. So it's super bright because it's sunny and there's like all new snow, so it's just like, you know, reflecting the light all over the place. You're currently farming Shadowfang Keep for super rares. Can't wait for Goldie to get to Silverpine. Best of luck for the supers. Best of luck for the super. That's a good spot too, though. Yeah. All I can say is good luck. Shadowfang Keep, Nomer, Alderman, all good super drops for sure. Duskbringer is insanely rare in SFK. What's the market value on Duskbringer? I haven't looked. I've heard of it. I haven't farmed SFK for a long time. Is it like a 2 miller? 300k? Okay. 300k on your server? Are you on a high pop server potentially? Assassin's Blade. Isn't that a book? It could also be a drop, I suppose. You think you'd have better luck mining Bitcoin? Oh, Classic server. You're on Classic and it's Wait, it's 300k on Classic? That's crazy. Is Shadowfang still in the game from SFK? I don't know. Duskbringer is 1.2 mil on NA and 1 mil on EU on retail. Okay, yeah, it's pretty darn good value for sure. Oh, and yeah, kind of like the standard green drops. Oh, come around. You have Shadowfang Keep unlocked, but no idea what to look for. There's definitely some like super rare items, kind of like how Nomer has some super rares you can farm in there. For like a Goldbound, it's a long shot, right? Like for supers, because A, it's a super rare drop, and B, if you get it, you still got to sell it, right? But I don't know all of them off the top of my head for Shadowfang Keep. I know there's a couple though. Silver thread on Amice. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get any luck here on this last little bit. I'm gonna have to go make some lunch. I haven't eaten yet today. And after lunch, it's Goldbound editing time, guys. There is confirmed Goldbound episode dropping tomorrow morning, so we'll get that done, scheduled. So we'll be a little bit of a fair amount of a shorter stream today, but gotta make sure we get the Goldbounds up and at 'em. Last couple mobs here, though. Last couple mobs. We could get a rare in the last mobs here. By the way, what about Badlands on your wheel? Badlands is available right now, yes. So Badlands we can access from Syrian Gorge. Is Nabble still live? Yeah, I could drop a raid on Nabble once we're logging off here. See what he's up to in the Hellfire Peninsula. But yeah, my stomach is grumbling, guys. I can't eat too much though because it is date night and I gotta save some calories for date night, but it's I'm getting quite hungry. Alright, last corridor here, come on. Super rares. Right here. Please. Ooh, bright mantle. Lots of the bright set around. I think that's the last mob. No. Well, I guess we did get one blue BOE today. And we only farmed no more for like an hour and 15. But that's going to be it for me, guys. If you want to stick around, I'll drop the raid on Nabble. But I got to get some food in me, guys. And then get that Goldbound episode edited and scheduled for tomorrow. Encore 5-hour stream. I hate to say it, but if we did a 5-hour stream today, there would be no Goldbound episode tomorrow. So we gotta get that Goldbound up and at 'em. But GG's for the quick stream today, guys. I'll catch you later. Let me just drop this here. Where is... There we go. There's Nabble. We're going to go in like 5 seconds, guys, with the raid on Nabble. And so say hi. I'm going to go get some lunch. I'm a hungry guy. Peace out.